Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Vape Escape. I'm Bobby.
I'm Seth.
Today we're going to be talking about the Pro Tank line. Uh, I'll let him go over the packaging, first impressions, stuff like that with you.
Packaging is pretty nice. Comes like this. Um, has that for more information. Shows how to set it up in the back. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but that's what it says right there. Um, what's also pretty cool. It tells you if it's authentic, and all you got to do is scratch that off and put in the code on the website, which is pretty cool.
Uh, it's really not a horrible deal. This here is the Pro Tank 3. It's $24.99, at least here locally. I didn't get it online. I bought it at my vape store. The Pro Tank 2 was $22.99. I think the Pro Tank 1 was $19.99. But the Pro Tank 3 comes with the tank, this little neck that you use for like an Ego battery or something like that. Then it comes with 2 coils. Obviously, this isn't new, and I've used it, so I don't have those anymore. But yeah, I mean, it's really not a bad tank.
So some pros about it. It holds a good amount of fluid. The flavor is all right. It's not the best when it comes to the taste. With the neck, that's also it benefits with the mods that needs it. Uh, Comes with 2 coils, like he said, and it's all right for the most part. I wouldn't say it's my favorite tank, but it's all right.
Now, before I jump into the cons, I actually just loaded it up here onto my telescopic Z-Max to give you an idea of what kind of vape you're going to be expecting, and just so you can see it in action. Not a lot. This tank is about a month old, 2 months old, somewhere around there. When I first got it, it was awesome. Everything he just said, I recommend it to everybody. I recommended it to him. He picked one up. I recommended it to all my buddies. Everyone I talked to, this is the tank I told you to get. Then, after about 3 weeks to a month, I started to realize what it was really all about. It leaks. You can't seem to get this burnt taste out of it, no matter how often you clean it. I mean, I was cleaning it just about every time I was putting a new coil in there, every time I was filling it, which, yeah, you are supposed to do, but you don't really want to have to do that every single time you go to put more fluid in. I mean, I would go through a tank of fluid in a day, even though it does hold quite a bit. Like I said before, I chain vape. I mean, the flavor, when you first get it, is awesome. Now, you get a little bit of flavor, but it's like a burnt plastic taste no matter how many times you replace the coils. And right after you put a fresh coil in, first 5 hits are awesome, and then after that it's like it's burnt already. And I'm only vaping at 3.2 volts, so I don't know. I mean, it's the bottom of the tank here leaks right into the mod. That bad boy leaks right into here, and you're having to clean it out all the time, which is kind of a pain in the butt because, yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry about cleaning that every single day. And I've got the telescopic Z-Max. I've got this little like basin around it, and I can't really get in there to clean, so it kind of ruined it a little bit for me. I personally think they're really overpriced. There's a lot of competition out there that I personally think is a lot better. I've used the Pro Tank 2 and the Pro Tank 1. Pro Tank 1, similar experience with my Pro Tank 3. Pro Tank 2, on the other hand, I thought was a really great tank. Um, a lot of people, make clones of it or basically have a Pro Tank 2, other brands, and they're awesome. Pro Tank 2s are great. Pro Tank 3, highly not recommended. I'm actually switching back to my Clear 30S. I hate to have the thing on my mod because I don't want it to leak into it and ruin it on me. You can buy a Pro Tank just about anywhere. Local vape stores, online, a lot of places have them. Like I said, though, I think it's overpriced. You can pick up an equivalent of a Pro Tank 3 that's not going to link by BBC Lotus. The BBC Lotus Mega, that's $15, and I have not had any issues with that.
And another thing, everywhere you go, the pricing will be different. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, prices we give you are pretty universal, but they do vary. I just don't think it's a great purchase. If you're going out and you're looking to upgrade, personally, what I did is I upgraded from my beginner kit with the disposable and all that. I went to an Ego C Twist battery, which that actually crapped out on me too in about 2 weeks. But I had this running on my Ego C Twist, and then when I upgraded to my Z Max here, I had it on here for about a week, and then I finally just said screw it with the Pro Tank. Pro Tank 2, I still use that every once in a while. It's a great tank. Pro Tank 3 and the Pro Tank 1, do not recommend them whatsoever. You're much better off with like an iClear 30 or just basically any Wix system. Truthfully, my disposable tanks, I get better taste and better flavor out of those than I do the Pro Tank 3. Like I said, that's not right away when you first get it. If you end up getting one after watching this video, you might completely disagree with me, but then 3 weeks later, you're going to be in the same boat as me. It leaks. The threading is really crap on them. You're having to back this off. Like when you go to fill it, you pull this bad boy off right here, and then you just drip them inside there, just around the outside. And then when you go to put this thing back on, it does never quite catch. You have to back up and go on a few times before you get it to go. Otherwise it strips, and then you got to torque this thing down so tight so it doesn't leak. That I think that's why your coils are burning so fast. But it's either that or you have it leaking all over your mod.
And another thing, sometimes the liquid even come up in here, and you're having to clean that out, and that gives you like liquid in your mouth every time you're taking a hit from it. And
yeah, it gurgles, and I mean, it's just bad. You're always getting liquid on your tongue. And I mean, if you're going to upgrade from a disposable, just about anything will be an upgrade except for a Pro Tank 3, at least in my experience. If you're going for an upgrade, go for like the BBC or something along those lines. You know, all kinds of different brands make them. Smoke Tech's got a great tank. That's essentially the Pro Tank 2, but it's about 13 bucks. There's a lot of brands out there. I just wouldn't recommend going with the Pro Tank 3. And most of the vape stores I go into, they talk these things up like nobody's business, which is how I ended up with one. But yeah, I mean, if you have any questions or anything, leave us a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about us, and let us know what you think. Thanks.